Alright guys, welcome back to another FIFA 18 career mode video with Crystal Palace. So as you can see by the thumbnail and the title, it is a transfer special. So it is a bumper episode, almost half an hour. And we're going to be making transfers, we're going to be doing a live deadline day later, and we've got I think 5 or 6 games in this actual episode. So you can see us running through the starting lineup there against Southampton, and unfortunately this episode doesn't get off to a great start. We do concede fairly early on. Gabbiadini absolutely tore me apart in this game, and I was too focused on transfers, and when I was playing this game my heart wasn't in it. This was on the very first of January, so I hadn't had time to make any actual transfers yet, and I was thinking about who I was going to get and monetary situation, if I wanted to sell anybody, blah blah blah. And they just kept scoring goal after goal after goal, and it was frankly pretty embarrassing, unfortunately. But how about that one? Look at Lafont. He just doesn't even move, and the corner hits him in the chest, and just look at this. He doesn't head it. No, it just hits him in the stomach, and just bounces in the goal. That was summed up the game, really. Summed up the game, and yeah, Gabbiadini, like I said, tearing us apart again in the middle there. 1-2s with Ward-Prowse, back to Gabbiadini, and he just, look at that shot. Like, he wasn't even, his body wasn't even opened up that way, and he somehow, oh god, it was terrible. Terrible, 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 and it's entirely my fault. Like I said, I wasn't focused enough. I was ready to get some new players in the team. Looking forward to playing with some new guys, and Southampton took advantage there. I think that was Redmond that slotted that home past Lafont, and they're not done at 6, because in the 90th minute, Gabbiadini again, I think that might have been his 4th, does make it 7-0. So let's put that horrible experience behind us. 7-0. We got totally outplayed. Let's jump into another game here. Actually, we don't jump into another game. We jump into a transfer, and my #1 target, and somebody that will be with us the whole series, guaranteed, is right here. It's Christian Pulisic, the American, playing for Borussia Dortmund. This is sped up because you guys have seen it before, but I just wanted to get all the stuff in. He is 79 overall right now, 19 years old, listed as a right midfielder, but I think his best position might be as a cam, so we're going to be experimenting with some different formations, especially given that we bring in another player later on in the episode that we kind of mess around with the formation so he fits in as well. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for that. So we are offering 23.9 for him. I think that's what they want, actually. We offered, what, like 21? Now we're offering 22. Let's see what he says. He says too low, but they want 26. I'm not a fan of 26. So I add a sell-on clause and try and get the transfer fee a little bit lower, more like 22. So 22 again, this time with a 12% transfer fee, and I don't think we're going to be moving him on, and they do say that's a fair offer, so we get him. And then we jump into a contract negotiation here, discuss his role at the club. I go with important. I think he wants crucial, and that's fine with me. He will be our starting right wing or cam. Either one, he's going to be in that spot for probably the rest of the series. I don't see anybody knocking him out of that position, so Pulisic is going to be with us for a while. No release clause, which is nice. 5-year contract, which kind of affirms what I was saying. I think they asked for 40, but kind of a lot in bonuses. So I think I look at it and try and get the bonuses down. Forgive me, because I played this or I recorded this footage. What was it, Thursday? And I'm just getting around to this video now on Sunday, doing the commentary, so it can be up on Monday. Mondays are double upload days. Road to Glory and Career Mode both get featuring on the channel. So that's something to look out for if you guys are interested in either one of those. But anyway, we do get Pulisic to come in, $50,000 a year, or a year, God, I wish. No, $50,000 a week. And you can see we're going into a game against Brentford in the FA Cup. Now, this should be a game we win pretty handily. Pulisic coming in on that right-hand side. It's for his debut there. Now, they shouldn't cause us a problem, right? But, of course, me not playing very well, They might, but Davies does get us off to a flyer right there. Benteke holding the ball up nicely. Davies making that oncoming run from that central midfield position. And I love the facial hair there. He's since shaved it in real life, but I'm glad they have it in the game. It looks really cool. But yeah, just coming on, making that run, just slamming it into the far post across the body. Really, really nice. Unfortunately, we do get caught on the back foot a little bit here. Tompkins is out of position. I couldn't switch guys fast enough, and I was not the right person, and it's a little bit of a mess, and they do end up scoring there. Josefun, I think that's who it was, does level it up 1-1. And as a matter of fact, they then take the lead here from a poor bit of play. But look at that goal. He wasn't even looking, and he just like flicked it on behind him. So it was the 80th minute. I was getting a little worried. I did not want to get bounced from the FA Cup in the first round against a League 4 team, or sorry, Football League 2 team. And Pulisic comes through. This is why we paid the money for him, and he does come in with a game-saving goal there. Just ball roll, puts it on his left foot, finesses around the goalkeeper, finishes at that far post. Really, really nice goal. And it does end 2-2, which means we will go into a replay at some point later this month, which you will see. We jump right into a game against Burnley. No transfers in between again. But unfortunately, with the entrance of Pulisic, that does mean Townsend misses out. He will be our first option off the bench going forward. But yeah, so without Townsend in the starting line, or with Pulisic in the starting lineup, you'll see a lot less of Townsend starting. But again, Tom Davies making that darting run from midfield, and this time takes a little bit more time and puts it in with the finesse shot at the near post. Does clip the keeper on the way in, but a goal's a goal. This time playing that 1-2, making that really nice run. I find Davies is always making those runs from midfield. He must have good work rates for that. And I really enjoy playing with him. I think he's a phenomenal player, and he's only going to get better, which is nice. Really unfortunate goal there. Lafont just couldn't get a handle on it. Burnley do level it up at 1-1, which is unfortunate. And then it doesn't necessarily get better for us there, except Benteke in the box and does score. So I actually thought we went down in this game, but as a matter of fact, Benteke does get a goal for us, and we end up winning that game 2-1, which is really, really nice. Getting back to winning ways. Getting Benteke and Davies on the score sheet again, which was nice as well. And we do go in for a transfer. As you can see here, it is Marcus Rashford. We're meeting with Jose Mourinho. We go back and forth a few times. They're asking for a lot of money, so I'm like, okay, how about we can do a player swap? So we throw Jordan Much in there, and I don't think he's played a game all season. They're not interested. They actually want a left back. So I'm like, okay, Van Aanholt is our starting left back. I'd be willing to get rid of anyone else. We offer SWRN, but they want SWRN and $45 million. I don't even have that much money at the time. So that's just not an option. I try and talk them down to like 38 plus SWRN. And as you can see, Mourinho is not having any of it. He's really pretty adamant about having over $45 million, and I just don't have the money. So, unfortunately, we do go back and forth a little bit more, but Mourinho is going to win this battle, and we are not going to be able to get Rashford into the club, which really is a bummer. I would have played him as like a second striker, playing off of Benteke with Nkudu and Pulisic on the wings, and then maybe Kabay and Milejevic holding. And I think that could have been a really good attacking lineup. We would score a lot of goals, but unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get Rashford in, and we do pull out of the negotiations there. So I tell Mourinho to enjoy the rest of his day, and we'll get on out of there. And here is the replay of the FA Cup match. This time we're at home, Selhurst Park against Brentford. Again, fairly similar lineup. I don't know if Davies plays in this one. Riederwald gets a start instead. And we do jump into this game here. Fortunately, we perform a lot better than the last time as Pulisic gets played through wide open. Does he keep it? No. Unselfishly gives it to Benteke. And look how he shapes his body here. You can tell on the replay. He just leans back and away from the ball, and it was really, really nice opening up his body to just slot that home, kind of keeping the goalkeeper off balance, not really sure where he was going to go. Really, really nice goal there. I like that a lot. Unfortunately, we will get caught out here from a corner. Brentford running at me with 3 guys. Nothing I could really do about it, and they do finish nicely at the near post there. Lafont, I probably should have taken out a goal quicker, but they do end up equalizing. But no sooner than they equalize, right from the ensuing kickoff, out wide to Joel Ward, into Benteke. Benteke holds it up nicely, into Malejevic. Malejevic into MacArthur, and MacArthur slots it home with ease. And MacArthur is somebody you probably won't be seeing a lot of anymore. He will be an option off the bench, but Davies is going to be my first choice option off the bench as far as central midfielder goes. And I will tell you now, we're going to be playing less midfielders. We won't be playing that 3 midfielder set as much anymore going forward. So MacArthur probably will be the guy that gets dropped from the team. More on that in a second, though, after this game. So Townsend is playing in this game, fitness reasons. MacArthur into Malejevic, Malejevic to Pulisic, and Pulisic just can't stop scoring. Scored in the last game, assist earlier in this game, scores in this game. At this rate, he'll be the FA Cup top scorer, hopefully, if we can stay in it for a little while longer. But what a nice finish, and what good ball movement, and great pass from MacArthur there. Great option to have off the bench. Looking forward to being able to bring him on instead of, say, Punchin, who I feel like hasn't made much of an impact this season. What a turn from Benteke twice to see Cabaye, to see Pulisic, and Pulisic again. Slotting in at the far post this time, just sitting by himself, and putting the final nail in the coffin for Brentford there. We do end up winning the game 4-1. Advancing in the FA Cup. We will play QPR later in this episode, and you'll see. So here we have that bit of transfer business that I was alluding to earlier. We are going to bring in a striker. Jeju is my best guess at his name. We did meet his release clause, so we do jump right into his contract negotiation. I tell him he's going to be an important squad player because I am kind of planning on playing him and Benteke together. He's got a lot of pace, and he's got a lot of potential, which is really nice. So that's why we lock him down to a 5-year contract. No release clause in his contract this time, and we do end up offering him not 10 million, but about 30K a week with a little bit of a bonus there. And if I remember correctly, he does accept it right away, which is really, really nice. Oh, willing to make the deal happen if they get 27, and I was like, okay, that's fine with me. So he will start in this game against Arsenal. We jump into this game. Arsenal, again, still in the relegation zone. We are trying a little bit different formation this time. We get Jeju in there at striker. We sit Nkudu for, well, we would have sat Nkudu for Pulisic. Unfortunately, he was a little bit too tired, so Nkudu moves into a central role, and I was curious to see how he'd do there. We do mess around with the fullbacks as well, and that's going to be the lineup for this game against Arsenal here away from home at the Emirates. And this narrow formation is something I'm using a lot in Ultimate Team, and I'm actually really liking it. Fosu Mensah out on the right back side. He will be probably playing right back the rest of the season, seeing out his loan. Just pops the ball in there to Benteke. Benteke hammers it home with his head. Really nice goal. I love how you can celebrate like with the fans this year. And at Selhurst Park, the fans are like right up against the border there, so you can celebrate right with them. Not so much at Arsenal, but that's all right. Benteke does put that away to put us up 1-0. Arsenal, 89th minute, level it up through Alexis Sanchez. And really, really disappointing. We held out well all game, but yeah, in that 90th minute, they do end up scoring. Alexis Sanchez runs on and on and on. Gives Arsene Wenger a hug. Unfortunate, but I mean, a draw against Arsenal if you're away from home. You know, if you offered it to me before the season, I'd bite your hand off to take it. So, point is a point, and we'll take it into the next game here against QPR. And this will actually be the last game before transfer deadline day, which will be live, I believe, if I still have the recording. I think I do. It will be live. We go with that narrow formation again. Actually we don't. We go with a slightly different formation, kind of like what I was talking about before, the 2-striker set with 2 wingers. So Nkudu and Pulisic out on the wings, Benteke and Jeju up top, and then Malejevic and Cabaye holding. Jeju kind of taking that. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that right. If anyone does know how to pronounce it for sure, just let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to pronounce it that way instead. But I'm just going to go with that for now. But he does get, regardless of his name, does get a debut goal. Sorry, it's not a debut goal, actually. It's his second game, but he does get his first goal for the club. Amath, number 30. I guess that's what he goes by. Really happy to get him on the score sheet. Nice ball here from Benteke, and what a diagonal run! And he just first times it right in the corner. Nothing the QPR goalkeeper could do about it, and really happy with that goal in the 13th minute to put us up early. This time Pulisic moving it out to Nkudu out on the right wing. Nkudu just slots that home, just strokes it into that far post. He's been a great pickup. He scored a lot of goals, especially playing out mostly on the wing, and he scored a ton of goals for us, which is, can't be underestimated. And we got him for a pretty good price from Tottenham, and I'm happy with that purchase. That was really good, getting GKN from a divisional rival, really. So that was definitely nice. QPR aren't out of it yet, though, scoring a really, really nice goal there. I don't know how much anybody could have done about that. We were playing decent defense, kind of harassing him down the middle of the field there. I think it was Luongo that scored it, and he just pumped it into that upper 90. I've been using that drag back move a lot, but Jeju holding up the ball nicely in the middle of the field. Benteke just hammers that, and we say no matter if you can score long shots, we can score them too. Benteke finding himself with space in the middle of the field there, and as soon as that space opened up, I was like, okay, I'm hitting this, and then it ends up being a very, very nice goal. Not a lot the keeper could do about it, though he does dive a little late, but even if he was earlier, I'm not sure he was getting all the way over there. So it does end up 3-1 there. QPR passing around our box and do finish nicely there at the far post, but we do end up winning this game. I think we get another goal here to make it 4-2, and I hope you guys enjoyed all the gameplay in this episode. Yeah, Nkudu popping up again with another goal. I hope you guys enjoyed all the gameplay, lots of goals, lots of games. And I hope you guys enjoy the live transfer deadline day that's coming up in just a second. I had a lot of fun recording this episode, a lot of fun thinking about players. We do get a couple of guys on pre-contracts, but you'll see all that in a second, and I'll go over it in just a minute. So I'll talk to you guys in the live portion of the video. Alright guys, so at the very end of this this bumper episode of Career Mode, episode 10 here, Transfer Special, we have that live deadline day that I promised in the last episode. So we are just going to take a look quick over at the Transfer Hub. I wish you can get to it there, but I guess we got to go over here. Now, we're going to search up somebody that I know has a contract expiring. As you can see, we're looking at Juanfran. But instead, we're going to reset that, and we're going to look at Ander Herrera from Manchester United, a true box-to-box midfielder, and we're going to look at him on a pre-contract. Contract expiring in 6 months. We'll shortlist him in the Transfer Hub. And then we're also going to look at actually a couple other players, one of which is, let me see, who was it? I made a list here. We've got, yes, Jimenez from Atletico Madrid, a center back option. Where is he? Jose Maria Jimenez, 23 years old, 84 overall, and we're gonna sign one of these guys, and I still haven't made up my mind as to which. And there's one last guy we're gonna look at in Stefan De Vrij, someone I used in my Ultimate Team series for a little bit, if you guys hadn't seen it. So we are looking at those three guys. If we can afford to bring in both Herrera and one of the center backs, I'll absolutely do that. I do just want to show you while I'm in the Transfer Hub here. You guys have probably seen this already. So we obviously these three we brought in during the summer. At some point in this episode, you've probably seen this. We did bring in Pulisic and this guy Ndai Dieju. I'm going to have to work on that pronunciation. Has really good potential, even though he's only 75 right now. And then we did bring in Stefan Lichtsteiner for next year on 100 grand. I know he will be 34. I get that. But I think he'll still be a very solid player, good veteran leader in the locker room. And I think he'll, and he does only have a squad role of rotation. So I think he'll be a very solid pickup on that pre-contract signing. So we will just advance just to see if we get any results on any of those guys. I'm not against any sales. Manchester City show interest in purchasing Christian Benteke. Now, we did just bring in a striker, but Benteke is our leading scorer. We're just not going to even consider that from Manchester City. We're just going to get rid of that right away. And we're going to advance to 8 hours remaining. Nothing going on here. Let's look at some of these latest deals. Donati goes, Adrian to Lille. Some of these biggest deals. Vidal to Spurs. Rashford to Wolfsburg. We looked at buying Rashford. Couldn't get the cash together, unfortunately. And that's why we're going for these contract deals. We need to make some improvements. Oh, goodness gracious. I just realized I added them, but I didn't actually offer contracts. I was like, oh, well, we're getting a little late in the window here. But we will look. We will take a look. These are just some guys we shortlisted. There's Herrera. Let's just delegate that out. Oh, we don't want to go to 220. Let's say 200. I'd pay Ander Herrera out 195. Let's start at 145. See what that happens. Did you take it? Oh no, we got to advance first. We'll offer. Oh, we gotta go all the way to the bottom again. We'll offer Jimenez. We'll delegate that signing as well. Oh, we're definitely going to be able to bring him in. We'll offer 71, and we'll go up as much as an even 100 grand. And we'll start at 70. That looks good to me. And then we'll go to De Vrij again. All the way to the bottom. We'll delegate that signing as well. Great value there. We will start at 70. We'll do actually the same as Jimenez. I think my preference is Jimenez. He's 2 years younger, a little bit quicker. If we can see his stats. Can we see his stats? Oh, no. That's the wrong. How do we see his stats? Attributes. There we go. Really good aggression, interception, strength. Where's his sprint speed of 72, which is very solid on a center back. So, all right, let's advance another hour now that we've actually offered those contracts. Let's go check. Oh, we're frozen. We did get an email. Let's see. Joel Ward getting a transfer. Pre-contract agreement. We did sell our second right back, Martin Kelly, but I've realized Fosu Mensah does a great job at right back, so actually he will be starting there going forward. We still haven't gotten an answer on those guys. I'm assuming they'll email us when they're ready to sign or not. You know, I'm happy with the squad as it is. Oh, it looks like there they are. Jimenez is accepted, so we'll just wait on that 1 second. We're not going to sell SWRN. I'd like to sell Schlupp, but we actually had an offer agreed. We'll reject that. We had an offer agreed with Schlupp somewhere. Somebody was going to buy him. Yeah, Middlesbrough were going to buy him for almost $4 million, but Schlupp actually turned it down. So Joe Ward will be leaving, but that's okay because we'll have Lichtsteiner coming in, and then we can sign it back up, or maybe we'll have somebody from the youth team by that point. So this looks like Herrera and De Vrij. De Vrij accepted, Herrera accepted. So Herrera's our first choice. We'll accept him there. He'll be coming in for sure. And let's go up and do we have the money for Gomez? Yes, we do. So we've got Gomez and Herrera coming in. All three of those players will be coming in the next season. I'm really looking forward to that. All on pretty good deals too. We will, see, we have no actions available because we can't actually sign him because we're out of money. So again, I'm not against any sales. We'll go down to 1 hour and then we'll just take a look through the club. We'll take a look through a few other things. Negotiations are over with De Vrij, but that's okay. Tete goes on loan from Lyon to Bilbao there. Bamba, I'm not sure who that is, but he goes for a $4 million fee. And now we're down to the last hour here. So let's take a look what the other teams in the Premier League have done. Ramsey goes out, on loan maybe? Balenciaga comes in. Jimenez and Arribas in for Bournemouth. Brighton brings in Rigoni and Pasciuti. Asamoah in for Burnley as well as Osbaliz. Vokes goes out. Ribéry in for Chelsea. How about that? Wow, we did a lot of business, huh? 5 guys in, 3 on pre-contracts. Julian Speroni going out Kelly, Kabaye, and Ward all leaving the club. Dubois and Goulam in there for Everton. Speroni going into Huddersfield. A bunch of players out for Leicester, including Chilwell and Okazaki. Vezo in there. Cavani in for City. Plattenhardt in for Man U, but a bunch of outs there as well, highlighted by Rashford. Redmond goes out. Vidal in for Spurs. Wow, while Davies goes out for 18 million. Sakai Wendell goes in for Watford. That's a great pickup. Fellaini in for West Brom. Don't know who that Sanchez is, but Adrian goes out for West Ham. So some interesting transfers around the grounds there, as I say. So those top deals are still the same. Chilwell just left. Very interesting. And now we'll just take a look at the squad. I think we will be moving to a 4 like this for the rest of the season with these attacking midfielders. MacArthur will take a spot on the bench while not Davies. Davies will actually probably start over Milejevic. No, Davies will take a spot on the bench over Punchin. Milejevic and Kabay will start there for a defensive presence. And then let's find ourselves Pulisic. Obviously he's very tired, but that's okay. We're not playing a game right now. Fosu Mensah get in there at right back. He's now our first choice there. Tompkins will sit for Riedewald. And that is going, other than Townsend, there we go. That's going to be our first choice 11 going forward. Lafont in goal, back four of Fosu Mensah, Riedewald, Sacco, and Van Aanholt right to left. Kabay on the right side of the defensive midfield, partnered with Milejevic. Pulisic on that right wing with Nkudu out on the left, and then a strike partnership of Christian Benteke and Ndiaye Diedhiou. So I'm really happy with that team, and I do just want to save the changes there and then take a quick look at the standings at the table. Sorry, from America, we do call it the standings. We are going to advance right through deadline day first. Transfer deadline day has ended. We'll do a youth squad monthly report right now because it is the first of the month. We'll just do that live. This is going to be a super long episode for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoy it. So we'll take a look at our scouting report. Nothing doing there. This guy can actually just go. 82, not impressed. Not impressed with either of these 76 potential guys. 68 to 92 could be something. Mason and Mason. Nothing great out of that scouting report, unfortunately, but we will look at our youth squad, and we do have some great goalkeepers here. Both of these guys could be very good. Declan Allen more so than Carter, though Willie Mitchell's got decent potential as well. Nobody else stands out except Henry Collins. Look at that, 85 to 94 potential, 59 overall. When he hits 60, we will promote him. And that's actually all we've got in there at the moment. So as I mentioned, we will look at the table. Obviously, we're a long way off the top. Oh my God, Spurs have 57 points through 24 games. That's crazy. Arsenal still wallowing in the relegation zone. Obviously, you just saw us get that heartbreaking draw to them just a little while ago. But we do have a game in hand on a few teams around us, mostly below us as a matter of fact, so we can kind of pull away from that bottom 5 with a win in our next game. You do see us there at 14th in the table, 8 wins, 5 draws, 11 losses, 38 goals for, and 51 against. We really got to solidify that defense, and hopefully Jimenez and Lichtensteiner coming in, as well as Herrera as that box-to-box midfielder, will really shore us up. I think we will start scoring more goals now, as we have Nkudu and Pulisic and Benteke and that new striker Diedhiou up top. That front four is very, very good. I think we can do well there. And you know what, guys? I think that's going to end the episode. I'm going to sign off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this special bumper episode. Hopefully it's just something you had on while you were playing your own career mode. And let me know if you guys are watching this, who you guys are managing, who you guys are signing, if you're happy with my signings, what I did in the window. Regardless, I appreciate the support on the series. I really love pumping out the videos for you guys, and I hope you check out some other episodes and check out some other things on my series. A lot of Ultimate Team stuff on there as well. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.